Hey, it's your boy Crypto Expat Life, back with another video. In this video, I'm going to do a review on HealthFi. HealthFi is a new project that is about to launch. It's a move to earn, or they call exercise to earn app, and it's very similar to Stepn, just some different things in the project, but on the same lines anyway. So these move to earn projects are getting very popular. So I want to talk about this one today, and it is still in pre-launch, or pre-sale, so it's something that you can still jump on to, obviously, once you've done your research. So let's roll that intro and let's get into the video. Hey guys, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button and bell notification, so when I upload my latest vids, you can get notified immediately. HealthFi. HealthFi is a Web3 fitness application built with tracking, Fi, and game-Fi elements. HealthFi is built for most people to start living their healthy lives by simple action, workout. They are the first project to bring all sport models into the application and blockchain integration concept. So as you can see with, you guys are familiar with Stepn, that's walking, jogging, and running. With this one here, it's a little bit different. So they've got jumping, they've got running, which is already in Stepn, and the last one is cycling. So they've got cycling. So this one's going to be very interesting. If you are a cycler, you can just cycle and still basically earn, So cycling is one of the things I used to do when I was younger. Certainly, in my opinion, it's a lot easier than running because it's easier on the joints. You haven't got that constant, impact with the ground. Jumping might be your thing too, to keep fit. Jumping and skipping is definitely very good for your health. It gets the blood pumping. It's really good for you. Although, it's not. I think it's a good exercise, but you need young knees, okay? So they got an NFC system, so you get these ropes which are different grades, and obviously the higher the level, the more you'll earn with your ropes. Alright, so very similar to the sneakers, different rarities. The higher the rarity, the more you can earn from it. So this is the tokenomics, which is the split up of the tokens. Now there's two tokens in this system, very similar to Stepn. There's the fit one, which we'll talk about in a second, and that's got an unlimited supply. And then you've got the HeFi, so HeFi token, and that's the one that's the governance token. So that's the one that has a limited supply. All right. So there's gems, and then there's skipping ropes, and chests, and boxes. So we'll get into that. This just shows basically the vesting, and vesting just means like who gets what when. So obviously the earlier investors, advisors, people on the team will, especially the team people will get theirs later. They get locked up for 6 months, and then obviously early investors also. Traditionally they have a longer vesting, so they only get a small part, but they take the biggest risk and they get the best. They're buying it at the cheapest price, and usually the public people, with the people that buy it at the public sale, they usually get 100% unlock. But again, they're buying it at the public price. Okay, so this is the roadmap. They have a testnet web app on iOS, but I don't have an iOS phone, so I can't test it. But you just get an activation code and you can test it. So they've pretty much done this: the mock-up, the design, the web of the website, the app, the team building, in-app trade function. So first model, jump and earn, and the IDO. So that's at this stage. Next phase is NFC upgrading, minting, breeding, second sport model, and move to earn. Phase 3, which is in Q4, coaching, earning, NFT marketplace, spin-off, and more NFT types. Q1 next year, workout party, and Q2 next year, rental system. The rental system always comes last for some reason. Even with Stepn, the rental system's coming later this year. So this is the team, all right? So these guys look like they're from Vietnam, just judging from the names. So, yeah, you know, these, apart from this guy here, this Guang Yu CTO, that looks like a real picture. The rest of them are just assuming their real face, but it's in a avatar style, right? So they have a pretty big team, actually. I will say that. They have a pretty big team. Now, I'll have to take it at face value that these are their real names, okay, the ones that have revealed their names. I say that jokingly as well, candidly. And then here are they got some women on their team, which is good. And they have a Chinese community. So it looks like that this will be a lot of Chinese will get into this. I mean, a lot of people that got into Stepn were Chinese, and they weren't really meant to be there, but they're allowing Chinese investors. So let's just go and have a look at the white paper. So I'm not going to go into every single thing, but just know that it's very similar to Stepn, right? Except with shoes, you're just going to use ropes. So this is the one you probably want to take a note of, the HealthFi. It's a fixed supply of 100 million, all right? And the other one, which is the FIT, this is your in-game token. So this would be very similar to GST for you Stepn users. And this is an unlimited supply. Now, I did have a look at the minting process, and I did ask their Telegram group, which does have 25,000 people. But I don't think anyone's got back to me yet, because I couldn't see it in the docs. Basically, I asked is when you mint, when you breed mint, very similar to Stepn again, do you does it burn this, which is really important, is it burn this HealthFi token? If it does burn it, then that's going to be huge. But no one's got back to me yet. They do use a combination, though, of multiple coins. Let me just go and have a look at, we won't go into everything because this will be a very long video, but there's basically different game modes. So the solo mode, and in the solo mode, users are equipped with NFT skipping rope to earn tokens by running. Energy is needed to earn fitness token fit. Every 1 energy equals to 5 minutes of jump earn and jumping, and energy will only start to be replenished after users acquire a NFT skipping rope. So you have to acquire a NFT skipping rope. Very similar to acquiring a sneaker in Stepn. Users can select this type of skipping rope in their choice and then press start. Okay. Very simple, explanatory. To always make sure that the energy before jumping, there is no token earning if you have 0 energy. Okay, so that's obvious. The fit and slash HealthFi will be paid out every minute of jumping, which is dependent on 4 factors. Type of skipping rope, yep. The type of skipping attributes, yes. Skipping rope efficiency, yes. So again, very similar to Stepn, and skipping rope comfort. So obviously, you have the sneaker, then you have the efficiency, the comfort, the resilience, and the luck. Okay, so again, very similar to Stepn. Once energy is depleted, users stop earning tokens. Yes, just like Stepn. Mystery box. Mystery box is a loot box that is randomly dropped in solo mode. It contains gems. Yep, very much like Stepn. It's pretty much just like Stepn, right? You can get different mystery boxes depending on different levels that you are at. Let me try to find the minting, because the minting is really important. This will be on BNB or BSC. That's a very important point. I think Stepn made the mistake of going on Solana, because there's always dramas on Solana, and eventually they did go to BNB, but yeah, I think BNB is much more stable and more reliable. So again, here the attributes, like I said before, pretty much exactly the copy of Stepn. Efficiency, luck, comfort, resilience. So no, nothing new there, right? Just straight out copied exactly. Skipping rope types: beginner, amateur, trainer, athlete. Okay, so then this is pertains to the type of sneaker, a type of skipping rope. So Stepn would have the different rarities of the sneakers, and this is what this is. All right, the rarity of the skipping rope. And this is it here. Yeah, common, uncommon, rare, epic. Exactly the same as Stepn. Okay, pretty much just exactly the same as Stepn, but it's just with skipping ropes, right? Gem slots are pretty much the same. Different gem slots, different levels. So this is the one I want to talk about, the skipping and minting. Skipping rope minting, or JRME, is when users use 2 skipping ropes or they own as a blueprint to breed, producing a box in the process. For reference, 2 skipping ropes will be called vintages, parents. Both vintages need to be in the user's possession, not under lease. Okay, so the lease will come later, I assume, when the renting is done, and have fully durable to begin with. So that means you need to have full power, full health. You can't have 50% health. Users can then select the skipping rope by heading to the mint tab, choose minting ropes, breed, mint, proceed. You'll instantly receive the box and can be opened immediately. Yep, get all that. So this is interesting. The skipping rope minting costs. So this is what I asked about, but didn't get a reply yet. When you mint in Stepn, it burns a GST. All right, now here I'm not sure if it burns because there's 2 tokens. I'm not sure if it burns the HealthFi token, and I'm not sure if it burns the fit token. If it does burn, I'm assuming it'll burn the fit token because it's got an unlimited supply, just like GST and Stepn. When you mint, you burn. But if it burns the HealthFi token, this is going to be massive, because remember, there's only 100 million HealthFi tokens. And we looked at the tokenomics. At the fair launch, which I'll talk about in a second, there's only 5 million. All right. So, and this is the vesting, meaning that it's a slow release, right? If you guys have experience with IDOs, you know that they don't fully dump the whole supply on the market, because that's ridiculous. That would just put everything out of whack. So they slowly release it so they can build up the demand as they develop the product, and then they can slowly release the supply. Okay, so this technically should keep the price up as they grow and build liquidity. So this is just a breakdown here. Let's have a look. So this is just the structure of the pricing. Again, they've learned a lot from Stepn. Stepn had to do this. They had, if you guys remember, they didn't have this in the beginning, but then they introduced this dynamic minting, and that's what this is. So they basically learnt from Stepn that, knowing that if the price goes up or down, they can adjust the prices when people mint, and that should, theoretically push, if the price is going down, that should then relieve pressure, and then the price should get back up and stabilize. So that's what this is here. Okay. So let's go down. This just talks about the chances of getting the minting process. So whatever you have, your chances of getting when you breed, what type of rare, uncommon, whatever, that's all that is. So essentially, looking back on Stepn, I would have probably started with maybe a higher shoe, like paid more money for a higher shoe in the beginning, because then you can mint higher quality or breed higher quality shoes, which you can sell for much, much more. So that's what I would have done differently. So maybe coming into this, if I do invest, not financial advice, you have to decide for yourself. Maybe start on a higher one, like an uncommon, because then when you breed uncommons, you can sell them for way, way more. So yeah, pretty much, apart from that, we pretty much covered everything. It looks very, very similar to Stepn. This is very, very similar Just the badging, the renting is not out yet. Okay, so the different party modes and the solo mode, but the party mode's not going to come out till later, so you don't have to really worry about that. I mean, see, the workout party is not coming until Q1 next year, I believe. So I wouldn't worry about it too much. Yeah. So, I mean, there's also a light paper, which is probably easier to read. You can just go through that. But pretty much, if you're already in Stepn, then you will understand this. Like, it's pretty much exact copy, okay, but it's on BNB. Obviously, it's starting on BNB, and okay, here it is. Here, token burning. Okay, my bad. I didn't read this fully. Okay, so the token burning is for. Okay, so this is important. NFT repair and repair shoe sneaker is this HealthFi that gets burnt. NFT sockets unlocking, that's burnt. Level up mystery box and boosting, that's burnt. And the customization fee, it's the HealthFi. So this basically shows you what gets burnt on what action is taken. So as people level up their sneaker, they can earn more. When they breed, they can sell off the childs. Get two parents and sell off the child. You would not sell your child off in real life, but you know what I mean. It's just a figure of speech. So by obviously there's going to be a lot of minting, and there's going to be a lot of leveling up. So that is going to be huge for this HealthFi and HealthFi tokens, because it's going to burn it. Not so much for the Fit token, because it's got an unlimited supply. But it will take it out of circulation. All right, that's probably the biggest thing. It's going to take it out of circulation. But there is unlimited supply. But the big one here is the HealthFi. It's pretty much every single category is going to be burnt, except for the customization fee. Okay, and as we know, there's only if we go back to the HealthFi tokens, there's only 100 million. So it just this is deflationary. The HealthFi token is going to be deflationary. There's only 100 million, but it just depends on how fast the game grows. If the game grows really, really fast, then a lot of this stuff's going to get burnt, because people are going to be leveling up, going to be minting, they're going to be doing all this stuff on a daily basis. It's going to burn like hell, this 100 million supply, even though that's a lot of tokens. And then it'll make this deflationary. All right. So the last of all, this is on pink sale right now. It's got 6 hours left. They raised 452 BNB. The soft cap is for 310. So the soft cap basically means it has to reach 310 BNB, or everyone gets a refund. And the maximum owner will receive 600 BNB. So that looks like it's the hard cap. So once it reaches 600 BNB, then this is done. It looks like it won't. It might reach 600 BNB, but there's basically 6 hours left. So there's still opportunity if you want to get into it. All right. There's total contributors is 525. That is a lot. Okay, and the current rate for HealthFi is this is really important. All right, 1 BNB. Which is 1 BNB. I'm just going to take a guess here. I haven't looked at it, but hang on, I'll just have a look at my app. I'm just looking at my phone app as I'm doing this video. Okay, it's 282. Okay, so Bitcoin has taken a dump today to 29.5, so that's reduced the price of BNB. So by reducing the price of BNB, I think this is worked out dynamically at the end. I'm not exactly sure, but I don't think it's done like at that moment. In other words, if Bitcoin drops, you're going to get these tokens cheaper. But right now there's $282 is going to for 1 BNB. You're going to get 11,000. So you divide that by 11,022. You're basically going to get these tokens for 2 cents. If my maths is correct. Yeah. Let's just try it. 0.02 cents times 11,000, just as a ballpark. Yeah, these are going to cost 2 cents. In my opinion, that is really good. Okay, not financial advice. You guys need to do your own due diligence on this. But if we look at the fair launch, there's only 5 million going to come out, and then if you look at the vesting, see the fair launch has got 100% at TGE, which means everyone gets their tokens when this closes and when it goes live on PancakeSwap. Obviously, there are going to be people that are going to sell off, but in my opinion, it's 2 cents, dude. It'd be silly to sell off. Again, not financial advice. So then the advisors start to get their tokens later, 6 months later, and the marketing gets 5%. That's not much. Marketing is only 5%. Ecosystem is only 5%. See, they only hold 12%, and the ecosystem only owns 20%. See, so you could do the maths on that and exactly figure out exactly how much is going to be coming into the supply basically every month. It's not a lot. All right, so that's, yeah, the tokenomics look good. The vesting looks good. It's just the team just looks a bit, I don't know, a bit iffy. I mean, how many Jacks are there? There's a million Jacks, right? Jack Lee, John Lee. I mean, how many? Yeah, I'm not being racist here, but I'm just saying, right? You know, are these names fake? I don't know, right? But I guess the one thing is, Pink Cell does have, they are KYC. Take that with a grain of salt, because I actually just posted in our private Discord group. There was a guy that actually did a rug on a project, and Pink Cell just tried to contact him, never contacted him. Investors lost their money, and you know what they did? They just revealed his identity, his face, his license, and his address. And this guy was from Indonesia. So, you know, Pink Cell, they will expose these people if they rug. So I thought that was hilarious. I thought, yes, at least someone is trying to clean up this space of crypto. There's so many scams. So anyway, in my opinion, and this is not financial advice, I will go into this. I think it's a fairly good project with relatively low risk, high upside, considering the price of the token is very cheap. And the move to earn, which, you know, I've covered heaps on Stepn. People are probably sick and tired of me covering things on Stepn. But the reason why I'm covering it is because these move to earn projects are, they're hot, they're trending. All right, now obviously there's going to be some scams, but if you do your careful due diligence, you know, you should be able to get into a couple of these and really make some good money. And if they take off, and I'm not saying they're going to get as big as Stepn. Stepn's got 800,000 users, daily users. But even if they get to 100,000 users, dude, you're gonna be killing it. So, thanks for watching. Not financial advice. Subscribe to the channel. Consider joining our Patreon as well. Link will be below, which I don't really mention at all during my videos, but it is an option if you're interested in more high-level stuff. All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.